So I saw where Scott Barnes is launching a new eyeshadow palette. So because of that, I decided to pull out the first one, the Snatural palette. Is that what it's called? Eyeshadow palette. Snatural #1. See, that's what the name of it is. So because of that, I pulled out this palette so we can discuss, was this palette good enough to cause me to be interested in the new palette. I'm going to begin with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base. My eyelids are still a bit upset. Well, I feel like they've calmed down, but they're still a little scaly. But we're going to forge ahead, like I did last time. Except for this time, we're going to try not to upset the eyelids. Okay, I have clean brushes. I know it's always good when you can start with clean brushes. And I'm going to begin with the color Risque. And I'm going to map out where I'm going with this eye look. So his new palette looks like the kind of palette that you'd want to buy for the holidays. It looks like you could create a lot of holiday looks with it. It looked to have some glittery or sparkly shadows, and then a couple that you could use to intensify your lash line. All right, that's Risque. He's got one here called Nightcap. I don't know what I would want to do with that one. Wow, somebody stole my cloth. Found it. Yeah, I don't know what, I guess I could put that in the outer corner. Okay, so this color Nightcap looks like the type of colors he has in his new palette. And to be perfectly honest, I've never used this color before. Or if I had, I was sorry. I had somebody ask about the sparkly shadows, and I always like to press them on and not swipe them on. Like that. And then I'll take my swipey brush and shape it up. Okay, he's got another one in here that reminds me of the new palette. It's called Silver Screen. I think I'm going to put that one on my lid. The other one was a cooler sparkle, and this one is a warmer sparkle. The Nightcap is a cooler sparkle. There we go. All right, let's move on to brows. I'm going to use the Anastasia brow brush. Found it. And this time I'm going to use this color, Temptation. It's a dark, cool brown. I'm going to use Brazen instead. This one. It kind of reminds me of Baby I'm a Star from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it. It's a medium brown. So we're rewatching Fargo. We watched the first season. The first season has Billy Bob Thornton in it. He's the bad guy. And you're so glad. Well, anyway, I won't give it away in case you haven't seen it and you want to see it. It's really good. If you like the movie Fargo, you would, and the Coen brothers, you would like the TV series. I understand they have come out with a new season. I can't remember who it is. They have a big star. Here, let me look at that. New season of Fargo. New season of Fargo. Chris Rock is in it. I don't know that I like this color as well as I do Baby I'm a Star. This one may be too warm. Okay, now I'm going to put my brow gel on. Benefit 24-hour brow setter. Yeah, I don't like that one as well as Baby I'm a Star. As far as eyeshadows for brow powder is concerned. Alright. Now I'm going to take a little compact brush like this one. Oh, it's a brow brush from Jeffree Star. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take Sin. Is the black. This brush is the Jaclyn Hill. I'm going to put this along my lash line. And I'm still working out of the Scott Barnes palette. I usually do a warmer look with this palette. See all the warm colors in it? Well, I guess it's got a variety, doesn't it? Warm, neutral, and cool. I usually do a warm look. All right. I think I'm going to take some Boudoir, which is a burgundy, and put that along the brow bone. And then I'm going to take a Q-tip and clean up underneath the brow. So I can put some highlight there so it'll show. I'm going to take some laced and put it on the inner corner. That's a great one for putting on the inner corner. Laced. It's this one. And then this was Boudoir that I put up right above the crease. All right, let's move on to skin. Actually, I think I'm going to do the eyelashes first. I'm going to use my Tarte Opening Act. And then I'm going to use, you want to switch it up? I'm going to use the Extended Play Gigablack by MAC on the bottom lashes. I really like the way that smells. Smells like mascara. And then I'm going to use the YSL Faux Cils on the top. And it's a goopy mascara. And it builds quickly, which is my favorite kind. All right, there we go. I'm liking that look. Let's do, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Healthy Glow tinted moisturizer again as my primer. I use about that much. I like to apply it with my hands. It leaves my face really glowing, and I think it blurs a little bit. This front of this brow aggravates me to death. Then I'm going to use I did like the way this looked blended out with the Beauty Blender. So I'm going to go dampen my Beauty Blender. So I'm going to put some of the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I think that's the name, the entire name. Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I feel like the sponge takes longer. Maybe not. But it sure does give a nice finish. I kept admiring my skin yesterday. I don't think I went anywhere out in public. I did go out in public. But I didn't see anyone that would comment on my skin, so I'm going to carry it down just a little bit because I got too much. So to spread it out, I'm going to carry it down my neck further than usual. Get between my eyes, get over the top of my brows, get along the side of my nose. It really blanks out my face, doesn't it? I don't think it takes much. I guess I keep dispensing too much out. Let's do the under eyes while we're blending. Down the center of the nose. I'm going to take the little tippy end. I don't usually use the Beauty Blender to blend my concealer. I usually like to use a brush for that. I feel like I have more control. Let's do a bronzer. Which bronzer are we going to use today? Oh yeah! This turned out really pretty yesterday. The Warmth by Bare Minerals. And I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush. It's really pretty. I think this is running low. I think I would repurchase this. Like, sooner rather than later. While the camera was cooling off, I went ahead and finished putting on my Warmth by Bare Minerals, and then I put on the Peach Glow by Laura Geller as my highlight, and I used my big highlight brush because that one's not very over the top, the Peach Glow. And I used the Morphe M143. Now I'm going to take the lip pencil by MAC in the color Spice, and I'm going to draw a lip. I'm going to blend it in. Like that. And that's Spice. And because I used the Scott Barnes shadow palette, I decided to use the gloss. His gloss is Flossy Glossy is what it's called. And this color is Princess Peach. And there's that. And because I used a peachy highlight and a peachy gloss, I'm going to use a peachy blush. And this is We're Going Shopping by Kylie. And I'm going to take a Luxie brush. I don't know which one it is. I can't tell. And do the cheeks like that. So the point was, are Scott Barnes shadows worth buying another palette? I think his original palette, this Snatural palette, is pretty nice. And I trust it enough that I've carried it in my kit to go do bridal parties. So, yes, I have my eye on the new Scott Barnes palette. Except for one thing. If I'm not mistaken, it's $120. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. Luxie? Is it called Luxie? It's called Mesmerize. It's $120. It's really pretty. That color, right? That shot. Anyway, it's really pretty. What do they say about... I'm not sure what it's... I think if I wanted a palette in those tones, tell me, doesn't this one look a lot like it? That one looks like it's going in the same direction, sort of, doesn't it? And that was the Natasha Denona. And it has, I don't think you're as limited. And it's 65 instead of 120. So I don't know. I guess I would probably get the Natasha Denona before I would get the Scott Barnes. He thinks a lot of his palette, doesn't he? I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. I enjoyed making it for you. I'm very pleased with the Nars foundation. I'm very impressed with the finish. And I am probably going to order another, I don't know, probably order another color so I have a neutral one to carry in my in my kit. And these are really nice. I love this, the packaging, and I would like to carry this in my kit. I would like a few more colors. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, like tomorrow night.